Hello, hello, hello. I am back. I'm sorry, guys. I'm all up in your business. Anyways, I'm back with another review. This one is going to be for this crazy ass movie called The Strange Thing About the Johnsons. Oh my god. I know I'm sorry I'm looking at it, but it's called The Strange Thing About the Johnsons. Oh my god. Pearls when I saw this movie. High tech. Okay. I'm being extra dramatic right now, but I think I deserve to be that way watching this movie because if you ask anybody who's actually seen this movie, it's a YouTube movie called The Strange Thing About the Johnsons. Wow. Let me just tell you real quick that if you have a very weak stomach, then you need not watch this movie. But if you're okay with pedophilia. No, I'm just playing. I even said that wrong. I'm sorry. Just perversion stuff. Like it wouldn't be for you. I watched this movie because I saw a lot of people talking about it, and basically, how this movie began was little boy was doing, something I've caught my 15-year-old doing, was masturbating. Sorry, baby. I love you. But anyways. He was masturbating, okay? How this whole movie began, he was masturbating, right? His daddy walked in on him by accident. And his dad was like, oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have invaded your privacy. Tried to talk to him, give him the birds and the bees, tell him that it's perfectly normal. A lot of people do it. He asked his dad, so that means that you do it too. And his dad was kind of like, trying to avoid telling him, I've done it in the past or whatever. So his dad was just like, yeah, well, it's quite normal. I can do it too. The kicker of this is, even though it's a 30-minute movie, honestly, this movie, if it had went somewhere bigger, it would have won an award or something because the dialect in the movie, the plot in the movie, the actors in the movie were amazing. Even though it was a sick, disgusting plot, it still was an amazing story. It was a good story. Basically, so after the dad had this conversation with the little boy, he walks out the room. Next thing you know, the little boy lays back and he's all smiling with that little perversion ass smile on his face. And he has something in his hand and his hand opens up and Lord and behold, it's a picture of his fucking father with no shirt on. And I was like, ugh, ugh. Like, seriously, like, literally, like, I was like, oh, no. Like, I was about to, like, turn it off. But because so many people had talked about it, I was like, you know what? No, I'm going to watch this. It's only 30 minutes long. I'm going to watch this movie all the way through. So, I'm going to do this. This is what I'm going to do for this review. I'm going to go ahead and skip scene. I'm going to go through scene by scene, like, really, really quick. Because I'm using my phone, so I'm not doing the picture-in-picture thing because my laptop is broke right now. So, I'm just trying to, like, let you just know the best way that I can. And hopefully you guys... It's on YouTube. It's called The Strange. I was gonna put the link in in the description box, but there's no need to do that. It's called The Strange Thing About the Johnsons. You can't get any clearer than that. Anyways, well, next scene, they're taking family photos. The little boy at this time probably was like 8, 9. He could have been like 15 years old. I don't know. Because honestly, when he was masturbating, he looked like he was about 15. But when they were taking, like, the family photos, he looked like he was about, like, 7 or 8. So, I don't know. Maybe they kind of, like, went back in time or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, so the little boy is, like, constantly, like, looking up like this at his father. Like, constantly, like, with a big-ass smile, like a big-ass Chuck E. Cheese smile on his face, like. And his mom's kind of, like, like, look straight ahead. And the dad's, like, yeah. And so the dude, the photographer was like, please smile. He was like, oh, I wasn't smiling. I thought I was smiling. No, dude, you wasn't smiling. You know damn well you wasn't smiling. You know why you wasn't smiling. Anyways, next scene. He's older now. He's getting married. The son, that is. He's getting married. The father's there, of course. The father. They're going to help with the wedding and stuff like that. So they're taking another family portrait. This time it's the picture of the bride and groom along with the mom and dad and, so forth. So the son's standing next to his dad. And his dad just standing there like a zombie, like crickets, like for real. But he had like this frustration, like look on his face. So the son whispers in his ear, And the father just was still like, crickets. Next thing you know, they show the back scene of the fucking son sliding his hand down his father's back, and he does a quick boop cuff on his dad's butt. I said, oh no. No. Like literally, like no, like this is not what I'm watching. But like I said, I decided to continuously watch it because everybody was talking about it. Everybody kept on saying, you know, you got to watch this movie. It's crazy as hell. So next scene, they're at the reception. The mom's going around looking for the son and the father because they're MIA at this point. So she's asking everybody that's at the reception, have you seen this person? Have you seen, his name was Isaiah. I'm sorry. The son's name was Isaiah. Have you seen Isaiah? No, we haven't seen Isaiah. Can you give me a bottle of hot water? And I was like, who in the hell asked for a bottle of hot water at a damn reception? I don't know. But have you seen him? No. She's going around. She's looking for them, right? So she goes around to the side of the house. There's a convenience size hole in the gate, and all you hear is, I'm sorry, I'm being so like, I know, it's just too much. But that's all you hear. And so therefore the mother goes and she looks through the peephole and all you see is the son like trying to kiss the daddy and unzipping his pants, and the dad's just sitting up there like a zombie again. Like with this disgust look on his face, like, you know what I mean? Like it's just nasty. And so therefore the mom's like, oh, she clutched her pearls. She clutched her pearls and she was just like, and walked away. Now, if it had been me, I'd be like, what the hell's going on here? Like, I would have been like everybody would have known that someone right. Like, I would have been like, I would have kickboxed that fucking door down. It would have been like Mortal Kombat 2, 3, and 4 or whatever up in that piece, because I would have knocked that door down with my foot and been like, what the hell are y'all doing? Because I would have still, whether it's my son and my fucking husband, I'd still feel betrayed. So basically, she walks away like it ain't nothing. Years go by. Next thing you know, they're at a New Year's party, and the son decides he wants to make out with his wife. And while he's doing that, he's all like looking at his father with that nasty ass crazy look, doing all that crazy shit, like tonguing his wife down in front of his father, but at the same time, like eyeballing his father down, like. And that's just disgusting. And the father noticing, the father was like, ugh. So next thing you know, everybody's leaving the party. The son decides, I'm going to stay here. He breaks a glass just to like draw some attention or something, or say he needs to help clean up. The father's upstairs. This is the part that got me. The father's upstairs in the bathtub with headphones on, listening to whatever it was that he was listening to. And the son's trying to open up the door. The door's locked. And the father can hear it. And the son's like, Father, you know I don't like locked doors. And so he's like, bop, 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 like trying to open up the door. And he kicks the door down, goes in there, rapes his fucking father. He rapes his dad. The next scene, all you see is the father's hand like hanging on the side of the goddamn bathtub, and the son's getting up from behind his father, pulling up, like getting up wet, pulling up his pants. So you already know what time it was. But the kicker part is the mother in the other fucking room was like turning the volume up on the TV so she didn't have to hear what was going on. And the father's screaming for dear life, like he's like screaming his lungs out for dear life. Oh my God. So I guess the father at this point had had enough. So the next morning, the son still was there. The next morning, the father had went and he got a copy of a book that he had wrote about his son, his disgusting ways. And I skipped that part. And the reason why I did is because it's, you know, we were going to talk about the book again anyways. So the father had made a copy of a book that his son had found out about. And the son decided to destroy it because he found out that the father had wrote about him and his perversion ways. So the son sitting up there at the bottom of the stairs yelling at his father because his father was trying to like run away after he grabbed the copy of the book, which is the next day. I'm sorry, I know I'm talking fast. I can do that a lot. But so the son was yelling at the father like, you caused this, you started this, and I love you. It's just love, Dad. The father's like, oh, hell no. So the father runs out the house, running, trying to run for his life, trying to get away from his perverted ass, fucking crazy ass son that obviously abuses him and rapes him and stuff. But he runs into a van. Well, the van ran into him and killed him. And the next thing you know, they're at a funeral. Next thing you know, the mother's like, after the funeral's over with, the mother's asking the perverted ass son, because the perverted ass son goes inside his father's office and tries on his father's blazer or sweater vest. And the mom's like, well, why was your father crying? And did this start then? And this is why your father was crying. And they got into an argument. Short story told, mother had to kill the son because the son was sick. Anyways, that's my quick review. I had to do that real quick. You guys, please like, subscribe, and comment below. Please follow me on Facebook, Snapchat, all those. Everything's pretty much the same, but it's in the description box below. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, you guys are my love bugs. I'm sorry I had to make this really, really quick, but I got some things I got to do. Anyways, I love you guys. Deuces.